Hello, everyone. This is Elliot Serrano and Jose Melendez coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thanks for joining us for yet another segment of the Comic Culture Warrior YouTube channel's comic book discussions. For those of you who have been watching these sessions, these videos of ours, these are completely unscripted, unrehearsed discussions about different comic book topics where Jose and I basically just look at anything in the world of comics. And so far we've had a good discussion about DC Comics. We've had talks about movies. And it's for Angry Joy, who didn't care for the happy Jose. You got your wish. The other Jose's, the real Jose's back.
Yeah.
We found out that happy Jose was a Skrull, and we shot him.
I guess the thing is, I just shouldn't talk about stuff that makes me happy.
No. Don't talk about no one wants to see you happy. No one wants to see you
not.
happy.
That's all right. 9 times out of 10, that's what they get. So
yeah. Well, I think it's all a matter of habit and comfort. Everyone's comfortable with you being angry. Being angry. That's
what puts people in the seats.
Put some asses in the seats.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? Let's see. I lobbed a hand grenade on the bridge to Marvel Comics. I'm never going to work for them. Because.
But maybe they'll be like, this is the kind of guy we need working here because he's,
Oh, like when George Costanza told Steinbrenner,
yeah.
That he was being, a jerk, and Steinbrenner hired him. Nah, I don't think so. Let's see. I watched as you lobbed a hand grenade on the DC Comics bridge for me. So
you're welcome for that.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
You'll be better off.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? We've talked about Star Trek, Twilight. We're old fogies. We don't get it. But what? X-Men. They want
to relaunch the franchise.
What are are they giving it the Dawson's Creek treatment?
The WB treatment?
The WB. Are they going to WB-fy it?
I think so. Well, they're tapping the guy who created Gossip Girl to write the script for it.
Oh man. Oh.
But who's also co-creator of the OC though? Which I never watched, but I heard it was okay.
Well, Alan Heinberg was on the OC too.
But this isn't Alan Heinberg. This is the other guy.
I would like if Alan Heinberg would do it.
I agree with that. But yeah, they want to have they want to relaunch the franchise with like teenagers. So it's like X-Men First Class is what the comic was based off of, which was all of them when they first started.
See, I can see that, but I mean, again, what hasn't that whole thing kind of been done? I mean. You had Mutant X, wasn't that kind of like that?
Yeah, except Mutant X didn't have any characters.
And is it
from
and friggin' Smallville now? I mean,
Smallville was awful.
Isn't that basically Teenage Superman? And which I've stopped watching it because they have broken every rule of the series when they said they were going to first create it. No flights, no tights. He's flying or whatever, and no, he hasn't put the costume on yet. But I mean. It would look ridiculous now if he did. Tom Welling, he's no longer living in friggin' Smallville. Half the stuff happens in Metropolis anyway. It's just. Is
this the last season for that show?
I don't know. It should be. Should have
been
3 years.
Though.
Yeah, Doomsday.
Wow.
Come on. Give it up, guys. So I mean, they want to do Star Trek, X-Men as teen superhero angst movies.
Yeah, but you know what, though? It's like, can you do an X-Men movie without Wolverine? Feasibly? Do you think that Wolverine would not be in that movie?
That's a good point.
Because the Wolverine Origins movie is coming out next year.
Yeah. Technically, you should be able to do an X-Men movie without Wolverine.
Well, I agree. If they do X-Men First Class, it would be without Wolverine.
Without Wolverine. So would it be like X-Men First Class, like with Cyclops, Marvel Girl, the Beast... that would be kind of cool. I would see that. That would be kind of cool. And I mean, don't get me. I'm not trying to rag on teen angst movies because let's face it, we were teens when we read the X-Men books and those comics, and yeah, they related to us. So I can see that formula there. They want to make it something relatable to adolescents. I mean, we're old guys, so I'm not going to rag on that. But But I think these days, when it comes to that, again, the Hills, Dawson's Creek, they take these really complex issues of adolescent life, and they oversimplify them to the point where, again, everything has these nice little pat resolutions and answers, and that's just not what life is. Or they over dramatize, the little bitty things that really in the end are meaningless. So I don't know, maybe this writer, I don't know the name of the writer, maybe he will handle it with a somewhat even and mature type of tone when he writes a script for it. But
and then you get John Waters to direct it to balance everything out.
Okay, now that would rock.
Doing that.
John Waters doing an X-Men movie.
Oh,
that would rock. The X-Men titles for the most part lately, I have stopped reading X books. I stopped a long time ago. Joss Whedon no longer does Astonishing. I was reading it when Warren Ellis did it, but now the book is again trickled to
Guess who they brought back in Uncanny X-Men?
Who did they bring back in Uncanny?
Madeline Pryor.
Madeline Pryor.
Matt Fraction brought her back last issue.
Really?
But haven't they done that like 5 times already?
Yeah, I know.
Dead,
it's
she's alive, and she's dead. She's dead. It's like, all right.
It's like the friggin' Jean, because they're going to bring Jean back.
Because when Jean's not there, Madeline Pryor comes back.
Yeah.
It's just like, and they're never in the same place at the same time.
Maybe. Well, no, it's just Madeline Pryor's supposed to be a clone.
Well, it's just a clone,
right? Yeah.
Right. I just think it's kind of funny though. It's like, all right.
Although she wasn't originally intended to be a clone.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was just reading that on CBR this past week, that she was just supposed to happen to be, but then they changed it, which is just a stupid thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's back again.
So when Jean comes back, or when Madeline comes back, now is Scott leaving Emma?
Well, no,
to go
she's
back?
still with him. Right
Yeah,
now.
but that's only going to last so long. Because whenever Jean or Madeline Pryor are involved, Scott turns.
It's funny you say that, because that's exactly what this last issue was something happened in the last issue. Madeline Pryor shows up, but none of them, like Emma Frost, can't account for. She's got missing time, and she can't account for some missing time. So something happened where no one remembers that about Madeline Pryor, that they just ran into Madeline Pryor.
Oh, okay.
And so she goes into Scott's psyche to see if he's hiding anything from her.
Okay.
And I don't know where I was going with the story, because you just said something to do. Anyway, whatever.
Emma, when Scott's together with Emma, he's a badass and he's cool and I like him. When he's with Jean, he's a pee-whip little pussy, is what it is. I can't stand Scott at that point. He's, oh, Jean, I love you. You're my one and only, my soul. Oh, God. I'm telling you, if he dumps Emma for Jean, that's it. I'm turning in my Cyclops fan card. Turning it in. I don't want to hear it anymore. Emma, I would take Emma over Jean 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. Or is it 6 days a week and twice on Sunday?
6 days a week and
twice on Sunday. So 3 times even. Emma's just too, come on. British accent, blonde, hot.
Oh, that was the other thing that really bothered me, by the way. Like, I'm not ragging on Matt Fraction because I think the guy's the best writer Marvel has, but his new thing with Emma Frost is Emma Frost says the word darling, every other word balloon to Scott, darling. And it gets old. I think maybe 10 times she said in that.
Well, maybe is she like Ava Gabor in Green Acres?
That's what. That's when I'm reading it. I'm like, and that annoys me enough. Reminding me of Green Acres. That's not a good thing, Matt Fraction.
What if they bring in a pig named Arnold?
Maybe.
He's got a lot of personality. Personality goes a long way.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was all right, but it really pained me to get through that book because it was so utterly I don't even care about the X-Men anymore at this point.
Me either. Meh. What are you gonna do? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Marvel. You killed my interest in that corner of your universe. Well, that's what we have this week, folks. Thanks for joining us. Angry Joy, you got your Jose back. Hope you're happy. Bringing us all down. I'm going to go jump off a cliff now. What are you going to do?
don't know. Nothing that dramatic.
As always, we look forward to your comments, your criticisms, your comebacks, anything you want. We read everything. Still waiting for some video comments from someone. Angry Joy, leave a video comment. We'd like to see more of you. Also, it's still out there. If you want to review Xena versus Army of Darkness, I'd like to hear your review. So until next time, this has been Elliot Serrano and Jose Melendez coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thanks for joining us, and keep reading.